Hello, my name is Deacon Matt Halbach. I'm a deacon in the Diocese of Des Moines, and I'm the Executive Director of Catechesis for William H. Sadler. Welcome to Making Your Home a Prayerful Space, Sadler Quick Tips Video 2. One of the things we can do to make our home a prayerful space is to bring the seasons home through the liturgical colors. Each season we know has a respective color. We're in the season of Lent, which is primarily purple, although we just had Laetare Sunday, which is a rose or pinkish kind of color. But let's think about ways that we can bring these into our space. One, we have the kitchen, dining room, living room, places we gather. We can use those colors to remind us of the seasons. In the form of tablecloths, placemats, blankets, pillows, etc. Things that just have these colors present. And again, to sort of signify and recall to mind where we are in the liturgical year. We can even accessorize our TV and our computers, iPads, or mobile devices using as your home screen some sort of liturgical color. The one preferably that the season we're in, but you get the point, trying to bring the colors even into the little spaces we use to communicate and gather around every day. What about religious accessorizing, like icons, crucifixes, pictures, paintings, rosary beads, holy cards? These are all wonderful things. I've even seen little holy water bowls that people will put at their, when you come into the door there on the side of the door, so people can dip their finger and then bless themselves as they come in. Now, not a lot of people are visiting these days due to the coronavirus, but you could still have a practice of holy water there in your home and use it. How about creating a space for prayer? It's really a good idea to choose a room or a corner of a room that will really just be designated for prayer and quiet time. Decorate that space accordingly in something that, if you don't have religious icons and crucifixes and holy cards, etc., don't fret. Anything that lifts your heart and mind to something good, true, and beautiful, anything that brings you to that heavenly sort of space or place, that reminds you of God's love, use that. Use that in your corner or in your room. Invite your children to bring their smartphones, and you yourself to bring your smartphones in that room. You could read the daily Mass readings on your smartphone. You just have to Google daily Mass reading. But again, it's great to develop a practice of using our devices for religious purposes, especially now since we can't gather in person for worship. On Sundays, let's gather in our prayer space. Let's watch the Mass together as a family in the room or in the space that we've designated. And finally, for adoration, which is a wonderful devotion, you can go to Savior.org, and the Holy Spirit Sisters of Adoration have a wonderful 24/7 picture of Jesus, the Blessed Sacrament, that we can look at. Sacramentals, typically these are things, religious objects that are blessed by a priest or deacon. Again, because of the times we live in, it could be difficult to have a minister come by to bless, so I would definitely contact, phone or email them, your priest or deacon, and say, hey, what does our diocese say about a blessing over the phone or a blessing through a video chat? Was that permissible? And then those rosary beads and crucifixes and such will be blessed and will be there for you to inspire you. Similarly with home blessings, it's not the typical practice, but inquire with your deacon or priest what the diocese is allowing them to do. It's not a long service at all. It's a service of the Word and a sprinkling of holy water in the rooms of the house. What could be done virtually? I'm not sure, but let's ask the question. It's really important to raise. So these are just a few ideas that you can do, some quick tips for you to make your home a prayerful space.